CorVel is commemorating its 30th anniversary of being listed on the NASDAQ and factoring the opening bell today. Now, the company trades with the ticker symbol CRVL, and the stock is up 86% in the past year. Currently has a $2.4 billion market cap. And with me is Michael Combs, CorVel's president and CEO, and also Gordon Clemens, the chairman of the board and a founder. Kind of, right? Yes. So tell me, so 30 years, I mean, you're actually seeing quite a bit of macroeconomic changes and fluctuations in your industry and the economy. Can you kind of wrap up the 30 years? Maybe start with you, Gordon, and then Mike, you can
kind of ground it out one day at a time. So I think it's probably, you know, we're proud of that. I think that we feel we're authentic and our customers know we're here to stay. So
yeah, no, it's quite an accomplishment actually, and we've been through a lot of change over that time. You have any thoughts about 30 years? How long have you been CEO?
CEO for 3 years.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm in my 30th year this year. And yeah, I would say what's been consistent throughout that span of time is change.
Yes.
And investment in technology. And we have looked to technology to drive the outcomes and the results for our customers. And that's only increasing in this period of time.
Well, and we've been through a heck of an experience over the past year. We can talk a little bit that, because you're in the healthcare industry. So give me an overview of what it is you do exactly in healthcare.
We're advocates for patients, but to be specific, one of the things we do, for instance, is we process all the medical bills that come in from various providers for that patient, usually on behalf of their employer, and we determine what should be reimbursed. And we make those payments on behalf of the employer.
So then employers would be your customers?
Well, and insurance companies.
Okay.
Sometimes we're the outsourced vendor for an insurance company to do the same thing.
Okay.
Other employers might be self-insured.
Okay. Now, talk to me about what the pandemic did to your industry. I mean, Michael, you've been around for 3 years. I mean, half of that time you've been dealing with this, right?
Well, we were fortunate in that coming into the pandemic, we had a telehealth service in place. We had the technical foundation. And one of the things that as we transitioned to working from home, which was seamless, most of our customers didn't know we had made the transition. But we were able to respond as the need for virtual care, the adoption, right? Where there was impedance before, people didn't embrace it, right? When people no longer wanted to go to the hospital, virtual care really took off. And our platform, we were able to scale and meet that need. So that's one of the things we're proud of.
So that's one of the biggest changes you've seen is do you think it's here to stay, or will people want to go back?
Well, I believe that we may see some adjustment. There may be a decrease, but I believe the impediments and the people who have used it, the employers who have realized it. So we see a higher satisfaction with virtual care than brick and mortar. So I do think it's here to stay, and I think we'll expand it into other services.
I certainly think there's room for that in the whole healthcare kind of ecosystem.
Yes.
You know, if you don't need to make it in or need to go in, and you can get your solution done that way.
Well, I think of everything you used to purchase by going into stores, and now Amazon takes care of you. And I think that same change is coming in healthcare.
Very interesting. So talk to me a little bit about artificial intelligence. So you started using, does that go along with telehealth, or are you using that for like data, or how is that implementing?
We use I would say artificial intelligence, machine learning. The concepts we're identifying patterns within historical data, right? That's the essence of machine learning, and that looking at historical data informs us into what the next steps should be in the care for patients, for instance. So it helps us to optimize the results and guide the process, right? And simplify for the patient and for the employer the process to expedite the return to work, the optimal, maximum medical improvement we refer to.
It probably makes the whole process more efficient. I mean, you can kind of outrule some things and maybe provide the care quicker and more efficiently than you.
I think that seems most intuitive, but it also eliminates mistakes that a human might make. So on the clerical and administrative tasks, it's really replacing people's work in those and allowing people to be employed in roles that are more sophisticated. So I think it improves quality more than it just reduces cost. But you're right, it does reduce cost.
Yeah, interesting. So what's next? What's the next thing for CorVel?
Well, we're in this period of time, we have increased our investment in technology, and we see the potential with technology to fundamentally change. And that's been a core tenet of CorVel from the beginning, not just to be another participant in the industry, but to change the industry. And I believe technology offers, as these areas are maturing, offers the ability really to make fundamental changes in how the business is conducted.
Yeah, okay. Any
I think we
additional thoughts?
really want to make a difference in life. I think maybe most people do, but that's been a goal of ours, and we've invested in technology to that end to make care easier for patients, also better for providers as well, perhaps less expensive for employers, but not necessarily. It might just be better outcomes, which is really great.
Thank you so
Jane.
much, Michael.
Our pleasure.
And
Thank
thank
you.
you as well. We'll be right back.